Hey y'all, Rick, Fearless, Strokers Dallas, Strokers Ice House, Punch Wally Garage, Fearless Services. Good morning. How you doing? All right? Today is Wednesday, June the 12th, 2024 year of our Lord, season number 2, episode number 164. In today's show, we will cover HR. We will cover Silly Putty. We will cover Baby. Let's go. In My Life, the 366 Project, coming to you almost live from almost downtown Dallas in the powerful CHUMP studios. Today's show is brought to you by Reliable Diamond Tool. That's ready2.com, REDITOO.com. Check them out. It's also brought to you by Simpson Helmets. If you got a $100 head, you wear a $100 helmet. If your head is priceless, wear a Simpson. We are a dealer. Strokers Dallas Merch, MERCH.com. Today, the Mr. Peabody Wayback Machine goes back to 1988. So, when I went to work for Roach Paint Company in 1976, it was owned by my great aunt and uncle, Mr. and Mrs. T.R. Rogers. Well, in 88, Mr. and Mrs. Rogers, my great aunt and uncle, had retired and sold the company to their son, my cousin Tommy. In 88, Tommy sold out to Glidden Paint Company. It wasn't the same. You go from having 30 stores to being a group of over 1,000 stores. Thousands of stores. The human resources department about drove me nuts. They would come in like they were the Gestapo. Can't do that, can't do that, get rid of that. You're going to have to write you up on this. You know, it was just a bunch of meaningless. And this was before everything was politically correct. I used to mix a lot of paint. I was like the best paint matcher in the business. And so when you're mixing paint and doing your magic, you know, the painters all want to look over your shoulder and see what you're doing and tell you how to do it. So what I did was, there was a wall right there by the tent room, and I put up a few pictures, and I told the painters, put your pictures here. So we had hundreds of pictures of people catching fish, going to the lake, riding a motorcycle, a Jeep, a truck, you know, pictures of your kids and your dogs, and it was just hundreds of pictures. So instead of looking over my shoulder, they're looking at that wall and pointing things out, and, you know, it was a distraction for them to let me do my thing. Human resources people came out and said, "Can't have that. What you got that up there for? You can't do that." I said, "You can't do that?" And they said, "No, you can't do that. You need to take that down." I said, "Yeah, I don't want to take it down. It works. That's why I have it up there." They said, "No, you got to take it down." I called Mr. Bender. He was the big boss. I said, "These human resources people are trying to," and he said, "I'll take care of that, Rick. You won't see him again." And he did. Let's check that truck. Check that truck. You big old woohoo! Red tie-dye. Looks like the 4th of July right there with them fireworks. High top chucks. Dark red and white logo. White toe, white toe. Double dark red racing stripes. 2 vent hose. White shoestrings. One eye down. Double knotted for safety. These are, say it with me, y'all, these are some handsome chucks. You want to look around the office? Yeah. Don't got to look very far. Look at that right there. What is that? Well, we moved some stuff around at home, and my wife allowed me to bring these up here. These are bowling pins, and it used to be cool to paint them. And my pal Gary Queen of Other Sides Customs painted these for me years ago. So I got to find a good spot for my custom bowling pins. What about your grandma? 75 years ago today, June 12th, 1949, my grandma wrote, this was on a Sunday, we went to Martha and Skint's Sunday evening. You know, what I notice about the country people is they entertained a lot. Why do you think that is, Rick Fearless? Well, 1949, you probably didn't have a TV out in the country. If you did, there was nothing to watch. So they entertained themselves by hanging out with their friends and loved ones. Maybe we ought to turn that TV off and do the same thing. What do you think about that? Dad joke. Why couldn't the baby score in basketball? He was always dribbling. He couldn't stop dribbling. Strokers Dallas merch, merch.com. That will take you to the merchandise that we sell here. T-shirts, long sleeve, short sleeve. We've got those cool dry fit shirts. It's a plethora, yes, I said plethora, of cool stuff. The Simpson helmets are on there. Shot glasses are on there. T-shirts, hats. You like flat bill hats? We got them on there too. Check those out. That's kind of how I make my living. I'd appreciate it. Get off the couch, a motivational minute. I'm at the point in my life where I don't care about impressing people. People can like me or not for who I am. And at this point, at this age, I don't care. Sure, you'd like everybody to like you, but you know that that's impossible, so throw that out. I drove to Houston yesterday, and I flew home. Why'd you do that, Rick Fearless? That's Fearless. Oh, yeah. Why'd you do that? Well, I needed to help my brother out, so I drove down there, dropped off my custom Toyota Tundra from Toyota of Irving, and I dropped it off for my brother to use for however long he needs it. That's what family does. You step up and you help out. If you can't step up and help out, then you get out the way and let the other folks in there. That's kind of a country thing too. And I'm not from the country. I'm from Irving, Texas. But we have to take care of each other. We're all we got. You got to take care of the ones you love. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with this. Did you know that silly putty, yes, I said silly putty, was an attempt to replace rubber? And that, boys and girls, is the rest of the story. Silly putty, I guess somebody was experimenting, trying to come up with a rubber alternative. Well, they came up with a pretty darn fun game for kids to play. All right, Rick Fearless, I got to go. I got a big full schedule today. If you're looking for a motorcycle, strokersonline.com. My red pen leaked. strokersdallasonline.com. Check us out. We'd love to work with you. Got to go. Love you. Bye. Hey, I'll see you tomorrow.